And welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song, brought to us by the wonderful folks at Carpe Diem Arts. This is day 1350. That's 1350. We have been singing together on this beautiful platform to be able to gather from all different parts of the country and the world to share songs and be inspired. So, I'd like to first of all welcome everyone in the room and then introduce you to our wonderful guest. My name is Elise Witt. I'm coming to you from Pine Lake, Georgia, and we are here on the Daily Antidote of Song. I want to welcome Aaron, who keeps us looking and sounding so good, Jojo, who brought us together, Becky Reardon is our guest today. I'll tell you more in a little bit. Hello, Kevin in DC, Susan in Cincinnati, Carolyn in Boise, and Sheila in Florida. Hello, Ann in Nashville, and Donna in Maryland, Linda rocking on Orcas Island, Elizabeth in California, Bob in Albany, and Trish in Victoria, Annette and Nancy with her Irish cow, Cricket in Maryland, Athena in New York, and Susan, and Deli, and Sue, and Caroline in DC, LMG, and Gracie, and Bronwyn in Victoria. Hello, Bonnie in Boise, and Linda, and Luda in Victoria, BC, and Hindi and Sandy E in Western North Carolina. Hello, Kathleen in Albuquerque, Mary and Carla in Colorado Springs. Hello, Renata in Wisconsin, and Harkless in Maryland. Hello, Kathy in Denver, Ann in Silver Spring, Juana La Tejana, Nancy in Washington, Jamie and Sarah in UK, Connie. Oh, I believe we have a special guest, our sister of our special guest. Hello, Nancy in California, Annette in California, Sarah and Storm, and Kathleen also, sister of our special guest. Hello, Kay in Texas, Martha in Oregon, and Sarah. Welcome, everyone. Hello. I'm so excited to be here with you today on the Daily Antidote of Song. And I'm super excited because I'm bringing one of my bestest friends, musical friends, and someone that I admire greatly, someone I've been singing with for many years and learning and teaching her songs to my students. This is Becky Reardon, who lives in Cuesta, New Mexico, way up high in the Rocky Mountains. Welcome, Becky, to the Daily Antidote of Song. So, so good to have you with us.
Thanks, Elise. I'm so excited to be here.
So, tell us about your song and let's get to singing, because that's what we like to do on the Daily Antidote.
You bet. I'm going to be singing and teaching a song that I wrote called Scorpio and Orion Go Round. So it's around, and it's about the summer, the huge summer constellation that you see in the summer months, Scorpio, and in the winter, the huge constellation you see in the south at night is Orion. And I thought it was cool that they went around from season to season, and that made me want to write a song. So I'll sing it down for you first so you can hear it. And I think you've got lyrics in the chat box. And let's see how it goes. In the summer night, Scorpio rises up in the southern horizon and spirals west on her shells of light and sinks down as the sun is rising. But in the long dark of winter, Orion strides the sky, stalking the night till he captures the dawn. One more time. The summer night, Scorpio rises up in the southern horizon and spirals west on her shells of light and sinks down as the sun is rising. But in the long dark sky, stalking the night, till he captures the dawn. So the first line is, in the summer night, Scorpio rises up in the southern horizon. So sing it with me. In the summer night, Scorpio rises up in the southern horizon. You got it? One more time. In the summer night, Scorpio rises up in the southern horizon. And the second line is, and spirals west on her shells of light, and sinks down as the sun is rising. So let's sing that again. And spirals west on her shells of light, and sinks down as the sun is rising. So let's take it from the top. In the summer night, Scorpio rises up in the southern horizon, and spirals west on her shells of light, and sinks down as the sun is rising. Nice. I wish I could hear what Kevin is playing on the flute. Now let's go to the winter when we're seeing Orion. But in the long dark of winter, Orion strides the sky again. But in the long dark of winter, Orion strides the sky. One more time. But in the long dark of winter, Orion strides the sky. And going on, stalking the night, till he captures the dawn. Stalking the night, stalking because he's Orion, the hunter. Stalking the night, till he captures the dawn. Okay, let's sing it all together. In the summer night, Scorpio rises up in the southern horizon, and spirals west on her shells of light, and sinks down as the sun is rising. But in the long dark of winter, Orion strides the sky, stalking the night, till he captures the dawn. So now I'm going to play it like that. And I'm going to bring the round in halfway through, but I'm going to keep singing live the first part so you don't get lost. In the summer night, Scorpio rises up in the southern horizon, and spirals west on her shells of light, and sinks down as the sun is rising. But in the long dark of winter, Orion strides the sky, spirals walking the night, till he captures the dawn. But in the summer night, Scorpio rises up in the southern horizon, and spirals west on her shells of light, and sinks down as the sun is rising. But in the long dark of winter, Orion strides the sky, stalking the night, till he captures the rising. But in the summer night, Scorpio rises up in the southern horizon and spirals west on her shells of light and sinks down as the sun is rising. But in the long dark of winter, Orion strides the sky, stalking the night, till he captures the dawn. But in the long dark of winter, Orion strides the sky, stalking the night, till he captures the dawn.
Oh, so beautiful. Wow. Thank you for bringing us into this time of the year, but also reminding us of what is happening on the other side of our planet and also what we have to look forward to again during this cold and dark time.
Right.
I
And
love
also,
that.
what's encouraging during the long dark winter is that if you should happen to get up at 2 or 3 in the morning and look in the southern horizon, you can still see Scorpio.
I think that you mentioned that you have a sky picture of them. Can you share that with us for just a moment?
Yes.
And while you're doing that, I can let folks know that you also have a songbook that this particular song and all your other songs are in. Oh, so beautiful.
Right.
So which is
So
which?
over here is Scorpio, and some of you know this very well. My sisters are on this Zoom cast, and we have looked at this Scorpio in the southern sky. It's a huge constellation, but you follow it down to the tail of Scorpio, and I thought it looked like shells of light. And over here is Orion, and Orion the hunter. This is what you see in the dark winter night. And there's Orion's belt and the scabbard, and his feet. And up here, he's aiming an arrow. So that's the night sky.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna have to stay up late tonight.
You don't have to stay up very late, but you have to get out from under your trees.
That's true. I wanted to mention that you have this beautiful songbook, which collects so many of your rounds and partner songs and singing songs. How many albums are in here? Let me see. Four,
4. Mm-hmm.
four CDs of songs. And you've also created another songbook in collaboration with an art teacher in Taos. Can you tell us a little bit more about that one? Because I'm
Yeah. Um, yeah, one of my favorite people in Taos, New Mexico is Christine Autumn, who's a singer and a songwriter, and she is the art teacher at the Taos Middle School. And she's a fabulous art teacher. And we started talking about what about we play some of my songs for her classes and see if they want to illustrate them. So here's what happened. Can you see this?
yes.
So there are 10 songs. Here's one of them. When the First Star Lights, and a incredible drawing.
Pull it up just a little bit. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
Yeah, so her students did sculptures, they did oil paintings, they did crayon drawings, they did all sorts of things, and it was very fun.
And I think you have those on YouTube as well, right?
I
Or
have videos of all the songs and the drawings on YouTube. And
beautiful.
if you are if you teach songs to young people, or if you know people who teach songs to young people, all the scores are in the books, and so they can play the piano or whatever with them too.
Yes, I actually have used one of those with my students, and they love it. The first starlights. Um, so that is your past, but I believe you have something exciting coming up in the near future. You're working on a new collection.
I'm working on another album, and it's going to be quite different from the rest of my albums. Um, Usually, I've written rounds and songs very inspired by the natural world.
Mhm.
And in the last 4 years, and with COVID, and with our awareness that the climate is heating up, I've written more songs um, that are more about alarm and resistance, and also about comfort. Um, so I have a song called Let Me Be Brave. Don't let me cave during this time. That's kind of hard for so many people. I have a comfort song called A Safe and Quiet Place. Um, I have a song about Is Everybody Going Away? It starts off with singing about how everybody can do just about everything on their smartphones,
Oh,
and it goes other places. Um, so working on that right now, mixing it and hoping it'll be ready. But this is a very different album, and I think there's only one round on the album.
that's exciting. I can't wait. I can't wait to hear it and purchase it my own self.
Well,
Well,
just stunning. I was just Elise and I just did a concert in San Francisco with Terry Garthwaite, and did a couple of those new songs. Yeah.
so yes, I've heard a couple of them, but not most of them. Yes, Becky and I have been singing together for a bunch of years, which I don't even know how many it is now. And I feel like that my singing and songwriting has been greatly influenced by learning from you, Becky, and also from Terry Garthwaite in the Bay Area. And there's something very unusual. All three of us are so different from each other, the way that we write and the way that we sing. And so the combination is a magical kind of alchemy. Um, yes. Well, when we take the daily antidote bus, train, plane around the world, we can share that with everyone. Um,
Mhm.
you do have an album though that you made with Terry Garthwaite that I sang several songs on that's also wonderful that I highly recommend to folks called Natural Rhythms. So you all check out Becky's website and you can find all of that. Um, I want to make a couple of announcements for the Daily Antidote. One is that on December 21st, we'll have the last virtual monthly community sing right here. And then there's also a Santidote card exchange, and all of that you can find out about in the chat, also in the Daily Antidote newsletter that we get every day. Thank you so much to the Daily Antidote for bringing us together to sing here every day. It has definitely been a balm for my soul, and I know for so many people. And it's been for me a wonderful way to introduce each other to each other. I love that Becky is here today so that more people can get to know her music that don't live in New Mexico. Let's see. Becky, is there anything else you would like to let folks know about before we sing the beautiful round again?
Yeah. Just I want to say that before COVID, I was working on a play, on a musical, about a singing group, a woman's singing circle that had a kind of environmental crisis in their town. And in their response to it, members of the group in my story have different ideas, and they come into conflict over how to deal with that crisis. And we actually did a read through and a sing through with some of the people on this screen, including Sue Cerulean from Tallahassee, Florida. And then COVID hit, and it kind of put everything on hold. So I'd appreciate your good thoughts coming my way about how to jump back into this project, because I haven't looked at it for 4 years.
Oh, it's
And
beautiful. It's
meanwhile,
definitely worth doing, and I'm sure the
yeah,
community will support that. Yeah.
thank you. And meanwhile, let's get back to the night sky and
Perfect.
Scorpio Orion. So, shall I let us sing this for several minutes?
Yes.
All right. In the summer night, Scorpio rises up in the southern horizon and spirals west on her shells of light and sinks down as the sun is rising. But in the long dark of winter, Orion strides the sky, stalking the night, till he captures the dawn. In the summer night, Scorpio rises up in the southern horizon and spirals west on her shells of light and sinks down as the sun is rising. But in the long dark of winter, Orion strides the sky, stalking the night, till he captures the dawn. In the summer night, Scorpio rises up in the southern horizon and spirals west on her shells of light and sinks down as the sun is rising. But in the long dark of winter, Orion strides the sky, stalking the night, till he captures the dawn. In the summer night, Scorpio rises up in the southern horizon and spirals west on her shells of light and sinks down as the sun is rising. But in the long dark of winter, Orion strides the sky, stalking the night, till he captures the dawn. In the summer night, Scorpio rises up in the southern horizon and spirals west on her shells of light and sinks down as the sun is rising. But in the long dark of winter, Orion strides the sky, stalking the night, till he captures the dawn of winter. Orion strides the sky, stalking the night, till he captures the dawn.
Oh, that let's take a good breath and just bring that song into our bodies and our environments and out into the world. Thank you so much, Becky Reardon in Cuesta, New Mexico. And thank you for bringing in your sisters and your collaborators. It's so good to have all of you here today. Thank you to the Daily Antidote of Song for bringing us together and for the Carpe Diem Arts folks to make all of this possible. Thank you to folks coming in on the live stream. Hope to see all of you again soon. But before I sign off, I want to say farewell to each and every one of you. Thank you, Becky, for bringing us this beautiful song. It's very low, and I wish that I could hear the flute of Kevin. Thank you, Luda in Victoria, Susan in Cincinnati, and Carolyn in Boise, Sheila in Florida, Kathy in Denver, Anne in Nashville, Bonnie in Boise, Joe in New Hampshire, Linda on Orcas Island, Bob in Albany, Annette and Cricket in Maryland, Athena in Brooklyn, Martha in Oregon, Renata in Wisconsin, Bob and Mabel in Massachusetts, Annette in California, Sue, I believe you might be in Florida, and Curly Tops in Vermont, and Donna in California, Linda and Connie and Nancy in California, Kathleen in Albuquerque, Jamie in Delhi, and Anne in Silver Spring, Elizabeth in California, Nancy and her Irish cow in Washington, Juana La Tejana, Trish in Victoria, Gracie and Storm in Massachusetts, Caroline in DC, LMG in Connecticut, Antonina in Santa Cruz, Hindi and Sandy in Western North Carolina, Sarah in the UK, and Susan in Tacoma Park, Aaron in Brooklyn, and I wish the little chat would go away. There it is. And Sarah in the UK. Thank you, everyone, for being here. On, let's see, just 5 days short of the winter solstice. I always get mixed up between the equinox and solstice. Thank you, Becky. Thank you so much. It's so good to see all of you. Have a beautiful Saturday and enjoy singing for the rest of the day, the night, the week, the month, and the year.